Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome everyone to listener to another exciting episode for Weekend Tech Talk. I am Muhammad Ibrahim Sabil and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join us today. Get ready to dive into a world of tonight provoking discussion, insightful interview, and a whole lot of fun as we explore the fascinating realm of knowledge, creativity, and human experience. Whether you're turning enduring your daily commute, your morning jog, or while savoring a cup of your favorite beverage, we've got an episode that tailor-made to tackle your courage and spark your imagination. So, fasten your stably and get ready to embark a journey of idea. All right, now that we have got the confidence, let's jump to the captivating conversation. Okay, Ja- uh, Jagat. Hello, Jagat.
Hello, Mr. Abil.
Who are you, Jagat?
Yes, you. And how about you, Mr. Abil?
Oh, I'm grateful. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Jagat. Okay, Jagat. Without any further ado, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abil, Muhammad Nibira Sal Sabil, for giving me the opportunity to giving my about my material. So, like the title, actually, the title is about everything from zero to hero. Okay, the title is zero. Like, what is zero? Zero is means like I didn't even know about routing and router itself. So let me explain to you what is router first. First, let me give you the some pictures of with routers like this. This is a router. Wait, okay, is it? This is a router. So router is the some stuff, some networking stuff for make sure the network, the different network, all of the network is can can get interconnected or get connected in the same time. So when you have a connection, like I have a connection in in floor one, I have connection in floor one and floor two, first floor and second floor. So each floor is have its own network. So have a different network. So I must have make sure that different floor and different network have a one interconnection and have a good connection each other. So I must use router for it. And when I use router, so I have my network have interconnected like that. So I want to give you some experience and sharing about how to configure a router very good, very well, like that. First, we must we must know what is the like how is it look the router first. First, we must look at it. Look at it. This is the router, a little bit of router. So wait, wait, wait. Sorry. Let me change my share screen. Entire screen. Okay, can you look at it? Okay, can the operator give me this enter the screen? I already share my screen. Thank you. Now we must know what is the how is it look, the physical looks first. First, the routers, how to configure it. First, if in the real device, we must connect it from a console cable. So this is the blue one. The color is blue one. It's like let me give you the example. Wait, uh, is it like look like this? The blue one. The console cable is for make sure the laptop and the router is have interconnection, so so your laptop can configure it. So how is it? How is it going? How to use it? First, we need one laptop. Okay, one laptop on it, and we must have interconnection. Like make sure interconnected each laptop and the the router like that, and open the terminal on the laptop. So we have it. We can configure my router, our router, as good as well. So first we need to know is how to make interconnection from each network like that. First, we must know the logical flows first. How to configure the router first. We must know in the router of Cisco have three type of the configuration layer. The first layer is this, maybe wait, X is it? No. The first layer is this. It's like user configuration, user mode like that. In user mode, if we have question mark here, we just can disable, connect, disconnect, enable, exit, logout, ping, resume, show, SSH telnet, SSH telnet, terminal, and trace route. Only that, only that we can use it in user mode. So if we want to have a routing, we must step on the global configuration is have like it's floor one, floor two, and floor third floor. So the first floor, second floor, and third floor. Third floor. We must enter the third floor first. So enter the privilege mode. Yeah, this the privilege modes. They have hashtag one. The hashtag have the hashtag on it. So if we have if we question mark here, okay, the privilege modes have a more privilege than a user mode. First, you can debug and it can write, it can maybe it can show and many more. And then the important one in the privilege modes we can use like this: show running config. Like that. We can check our configuration, basic configuration in our router like that. So for configure the IP first, we must know how to enter the global configuration. In the privilege modes, we must type configure terminal like that. Sorry, conf conf configure terminal conft. As not you know, we must give the best way, like the easiest way. Yeah, we can type it conft. Enter it. Okay, we enter the configure terminal. Okay, in the first, like I said before, the definition of the router is combined network, right? So, I'll give you some case how to use it like this. I have two PC on it. I have two PC and have different IP address like this 10 out of 10 out of 2 and this 10 out of 2. Sorry, okay. This 10 out of 2 and second one is 20 out of 2 like that. Sorry, 20 20 22 20 20 20. This is the gateway, right? Gateway for the router. So I have make these two different network. I want to make an interconnection on it, so I must like this. Okay, the cable is green, but when I ping from this to this, the progress is failed. Why? Because the network is different. So I must have something, something media can make that these two network can have interconnection on it. So I must have something Sorry. Uh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Maybe for the first time we do, I mute my face. So maybe we can restart it or just continue it. Maybe I can continue it, right? So unlike the the first one we do is uh like maybe you just see the moving text, right? No, moving animation, right? Okay. We just know we just try Yeah, we just try the thing before. Maybe you see on the display on my display. It's like I try to ping other PC. Sorry, other PC without a router on it. Without a router on it, it will make the interconnection is not connected. Because why? Because I didn't have any media on it. So when I put the media and I put the cable on it, media cable and media router media and cable media, and I configure the router. Maybe you see the display on it, the display. I just put the IP on it. So I put the information to the router, and then when I try to ping each other, so the router is works. Because why? Because the router have the information for it, like this. Back. Now first PC want to ping to the other PC, like go to the router and ask the router, do you have any destination to it to 2021? And the router this answer it like, yes, I have it. And then your packet will be forwarded by the router into the destination, like this, right? Okay, the packet is successful. This is the why. This is how to do something very simple things to configure the router. We just start from the zero. Maybe you just step in one steps, and we can maybe we have another step again. So first, the title is how to routing from zero to hero. So routing, what is routing? Routing is a method. It's a method for combining and make sure the other routers, many routers have a connected by themselves, like this. In real life, we have many router on it, maybe a tons of router, and then how to make sure they can interconnected by themselves. How to make sure it. So uh, there is many ways to make sure the router can have interconnection on it. Like why? Like this. For example, I have three router on it, and all the interface is down. If the network engineer can't do something for the routers won't will be nothing. The routers just like this. It's just not activate, not configured, and not running very well. And how to routing it? So there is three ways. So there is two ways to make sure the router is have interconnected on it. The first way is static routing, and the second way is dynamic routing. So let me explain you by the by the image, by the picture. So there is routing protocol. First, what is routing protocols? Wait, okay, it's already okay. What is routing protocols? So for make sure the other routers can't have a connection on it, can talk by themselves, like can have a connection on it, can talk by themselves, and can send the packet. The routers have must be routing first, have the routing data first. So the routing data is too much. We not saying routing data. We not saying it routing data, but we say it about routing protocols. There is have three. There are three. There are two maybe. There are two ways to have and make sure the router protocol have interconnection on it. First is static routing. What is static routing? Static routing is about how to make sure the router have interconnect have make sure the router connected by manually, like this. I want to make a connection from the center, the left side into the right side, like that. You must put the IP on it. The first path is 10. 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay, with error. Okay, this 20. First part is 10 and the second part is 20. So I want to make sure from this side have a connection to this side. So I must do this like um I must do the static routing. So when I do static routing, this is how to use it. First, enter the configuration mode and interface. Pass internet 0.0. No shutdown first. No shutdown. Make sure the interface is on, and then put an IP in it. IP address 10.10.10.1. Exit. This is how you to do it. Imagine this all of the three routers have interconnection on it. Have sorry. Maybe I can like it step by step. And next routers, second routers, and T. Enter to the interface. No shutdown. IP address. Sorry, go to the root one. IP address 10.10.10.2 like this. Interface pass internet 1. No shutdown. IP address 20.20.21. Yeah, we have it. And the last routers. Put an interface on it. No shutdown. IP address 20.20.22. Put the subnet on it. Okay. We already have unshut down the interface and we already put an IP on it. So I just put an IP on it, not have a routing on it. So I ping from the left side to the right side and see it in simulation. First, I didn't ever put a routing configuration on it. So we try to ping the packet from the left side, left area to the right area like this. So the packet is failed. It's automatically failed. Why? Because the routers didn't have any information for the network. So we must put the information on it. This is the logic. Exit. Back to the configuration router. Normal. Root. Root. Sorry. IP root. IP root. IP root. We must have a logic on it. The routers didn't have the information in this network. So we must put this network like this. 20.20.20.0. Why 0? 0 is all network. It means we must have interconnection for all of 20 subnets like that. Like this. And then put the gateway. What is the gateway? The gateway is the last IP address that put on the in the corner of the interface like this. This is 10.10.1 and it is 10.10.2. So I want to go to that side, the side of that gate. So the gate is 10.10.2. The logic is like that. 10.10.10. Put the 10.10.2 on that, like this. Okay. The right. Sorry. The right on it. To right, like this. Okay. And the logic first. We have the logic, right? So in our logic, when we already put the both of the interface information, we didn't have to routing it again. So we skip the center one. Next, is there root IP root, sorry, IP root. Put the next destination target and put the gateway on it. Do right. So we already give the routers the information about each other. So when we ping on it, ping like ping like this, it must be success. Why? Because I already give the information like that. This is the logic, like this. From the first one, when before put the information on it, the router will be fail. Why? Because the router have didn't have any information about his friend. When I insert the information on it, the routers will be running very well. Because why? Because the router have the information on it. So when I ping it, it's success and running as good as well, like that. There are the about the how to static routing, right? So we just do static routing, and the next step is about the dynamic routing. Dynamic routing. What is dynamic routing? Dynamic routing is about to the network engineer is enter the information to the router about about their self information. So the router will be able to introduce themselves to each other, like that. Like is the packet is will be broadcasting into the interface that interconnected and have information configured on it, like that. That is the simple way to explain dynamic routing. So nowadays, the famous dynamic routing that is always be used in these days is a ERP for the Cisco and OSPF for all vendor. Because why? Because OSPF is multi-vendor, and ERP now is multi-vendor, but is preferred to Cisco. Why? Because ERP is Cisco proprietary, and and OSPF is not. But when we use Mikrotik, we always use the OSPF one. So we try it. The IP is same as the top one. Just do something same on it, but there is different. Why? Because the top one is static, and the bottom one is dynamic. Static, dynamic, dynamic. Yes, like that. Enter the first router. Enter the configuration terminal mode, and then after it, at the IP, enter the interface 0.0 IP address and no shutdown first. No shutdown. IP address 10 10 10 1 10 1 25 25 0. All that. But don't exit first. Don't exit from the mode interface and enter the configuration mode and type router AGRP. Enter the autonomic system. Enter the IS. The IS is about it's around 1 until 65,000 and 535, like that. Enter the random number. I prefer to enter the 100, maybe 100, and put the introduce yourself from this. That from my network is 10 out of 10, like 0. The subnet is 25 slash 24. Only that, do right to the center, CLI, no. Enter the configuration mode, interface, no shutdown, wait, roll time first, no shutdown, IP address 10 10 10 1 to H32. Follow the step. Press FA01, no shutdown, IP address 2021. Do right. Exit, enter the global configuration mode, and type router AGRP123, and then introduce yourself again. Like this. Do right on it, do right on it. After it, and the last router, no, and consti the first FA 0, no shutdown, IP address 2022 +24, exit router AGRP Sorry, 100. Type wrong. Yeah, I typed wrong. Wait. Router, no router. This for denied the uh configuration. Right? No, put a no on it. Map, time, have idea. Okay, to right, go to dynamic map 20 to right. The ERP has the agency. This how the dynamic routing is have make sure they have the interconnection on it like this. We already have the information on it. The second type of router. So we try to ping each other and it's successful. Because why? Because I already put the intervention in each router and each router must be introduced themselves like that. That is how to uh, make sure the router is have interconnection by themselves like that. Now there is basic ways. The basic ways to configure the routers from zero to hero. Not that hero, but you already hero because that you can learn from yourself from this video maybe for you that's not able to like I didn't even know how to routing even the static or dynamic or maybe even that I can't put the IP address on it. There's the routing how to maybe part one maybe and maybe the next part you can enter my YouTube channel on my channel videos and maybe that's all how to it's like basic on routines Cisco from zero to hero. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you for the opportunities. Maybe the closing maybe will be given to Mr. Abil Nibras Salsabil. Bill, can you maybe just mute the mic is maybe for Mr. Salsabil your mic is
Okay. Okay. Thank you for listening. And there you have it for another fantastic episode of Weekend Tech Talk. Come to a close. I hope you enjoy impressing yourself in the rich tapestry of insight and the story we share today. Okay, maybe that's for Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr.